Today's story is Dragon's Halloween by Dav Polke. Six small pumpkins. It was October, and all the world was orange and brown. Dragon walked through the autumn leaves in search of the giant pumpkin. "I will find a pumpkin as big as a house," said Dragon. Oh, what a scary jack-o'-lantern it must make. But when Dragon got to the pumpkin patch, all the big pumpkins were already gone. Only 6 small pumpkins were left, and they were much too small to be scary. Dragon loaded the 6 small pumpkins into his cart and brought them home anyway. Later, as Dragon sat carving his small pumpkins, a fox and a crocodile came by. "What are you doing?" asked the fox. "I'm making scary jack-o'-lanterns," said Dragon. "Those pumpkins are too small to be scary," said the fox. "Just wait," said Dragon. Dragon took one of the pumpkins and poked branches into his sides. "That pumpkin looks stupid," said the crocodile. "No one will be afraid of your silly jack-o'-lanterns." "Just wait," said Dragon. Dragon put candles into the pumpkin, and they were lit up bright and orange. "Ha ha 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 ha!" laughed the fox and the crocodile. "We'll never see such a funny jack-o'-lanterns in our lives." "Just wait," said Dragon. Finally, Dragon stacked the pumpkins on top of one another until they were very tall. The fox and the crocodile stopped laughing. The eyes became wide. They began to tremble and shake. "Ah! Ah!" cried the crocodile. "Ooh! Ooh!" wailed the fox. The fox and the crocodile ran off through the woods, screaming in terror. "What's the matter with them?" said Dragon. Dragon scratched his head and looked at the lantern. "Ah! Ah!" screamed Dragon. Dragon ran to the house and hid under the bed. "I didn't know that 6 small pumpkins could be so scary," said Dragon. The costume party. It was Halloween night, and Dragon was very excited. He had been invited to the Halloween costume party. Dragon tried to think of the scary costume to wear. Dragon could not decide whether to be a witch, a vampire, or a mummy. He thought and scratched his big head. "One costume will be very scary," said Dragon, "but 3 costumes will be very, very, very scary." So Dragon decided to wear all 3 costumes at the same time. First, Dragon put the witch's hat and nose. "I feel scared already," said Dragon. Next, Dragon put a vampire's cape and teeth. Dragon could not talk very well. Dragon could not talk very well. The vampire teeth in his mouth. Said Dragon. Finally, Dragon wrapped himself up just like a mummy. Dragon hoped his costume would not be too scary. Dragon walked through the woods in a big costume party. Suddenly the wind begins to blow. Flash went the lightning. Boom went the thunder. And down came the rain. When Dragon finally got to the party, he was soaking wet, and his costume was ruined. All the animals began to laugh. "Look at Dragon!" they cried. "Oh, what a silly costume!" The animals laughed and laughed, and Dragon felt terrible. He walked over the bench in the corner and sat down next to the big pumpkin. Suddenly, the bench broke, and the pumpkin flipped high into the air. Splat! Dragon was very dizzy. He stumbled around the room covered with slimy orange pumpkin goo. When the animals saw Dragon, they screamed in terror. "Eek! It's a monster!" cried the dog, who jumped into the pig's arms. "Oh dear!" cried the pig, who jumped into the hippo's arms. "Help! Help! Help!" cried the hippo, who jumped into the hamster's arms. Finally, Dragon pulls a pumpkin up his head. "This is not a monster," said the Dragon. "I'm the only dragon." The animals were very repelled, and soon everyone felt much better. "Well, Almost everyone. The deep dark woods. The moon was full, the sky was dark, and the stomach was emptied. Dragon was very hungry. He walked home through the spooky forest, thinking of good things to eat. Softly, the wind begins to blow. Woo, woo, woo! That was a scary sound. The wet leaves beneath Dragon's feet were squish, 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 squish. That was the scariest sound. When Dragon got further into the forest, he heard the scariest sound of all. Grr, grr, growl. For a moment, everything was silent. Then suddenly, grr, grr, growl. What could that awful noise be? Cried Dragon. Grr, grr, growl. The growling got louder and louder. Grr, grr, growl. Finally, Dragon jumped into the air. Help me! He screamed. It's a monster! High up in the treetops, Ellen forgot. What's going on there? Shouted the sleepy-eyed squirrel. I hear the monster growling, cried Dragon. That's no monster, yelled the squirrel. That's your stomach. Now go home and get something to eat before you whole forest, cried the squirrel. Dragging home his stomach. He rumbled and growled. He felt very silly. All at once the forest was dark again, but now Dragon was too hungry to be afraid. He ran and ran all the way home. When Dragon got home, he cooked a giant Halloween feast. He made pumpkin pies, pumpkin soup, pumpkin breads, pumpkin pizzas, and pumpkin ice cream sundaes. The dragon ate and ate and ate until he was as round as a pumpkin.